Hey guys, thank you for joining me for day 4 of this yoga journey. Today we're going to be focusing on relieving any anxiety within our bodies. Sometimes negative thoughts can be louder than positive thoughts within our mind, and that can create a little bit of an anxiety within us. So today we're just going to focus on shaking off any of the old, stale energy within us that is no longer serving us in order to make space and make room for new thoughts and higher energy, more positive thoughts. So let's begin right away by standing at the top of our mat with our feet hip width distance apart and our hands down by our sides, palms facing forward. Let's take a big inhale through our nose and exhale out the mouth. And one more time. Make a lot of noise with your exhale. And again. Starting to warm up our body and using our breath to let go of any stale energy within us. This is called cleansing breath. And let's give ourselves a hug and just take note of how you're feeling today. And maybe shake off anything that's no longer serving you. Maybe wiggle your legs, shake your arms. Bring your hands to your heart and just honor yourself for showing up for you today. Take any last little wiggles or shakes, and then raise your arms up overhead before folding down over your knees. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins for a flat back, and exhale, plant your hands on the ground and step back for plank. You can drop your knees to the ground and lower down. Inhale, cobra, peel your chest off the ground, and exhale, send your hips up high for downward facing dog. Feel free to keep your knees generously bent and maybe pedal out the legs. Reach the right leg up towards the sky and step it through for low lunge on the right side. You can drop the left knee and squeeze your abs before raising yourself up, reaching your arms up overhead or just to your hips. You can keep your hands on your hips or up above your head, but if you want a little bit more, you can interlace your palms and put them behind your head to open up the chest a little bit more. And we'll bring our hands back down to the ground and just let your hips sink towards the ground for a little bit of a deeper hip stretch. Keep a lift in the chest, so think of opening your heart space towards the front of the room. Inhale, and on your exhale, start to walk your fingertips towards your body, pushing your hips back and straightening your right leg. You can definitely keep a bend in the right knee. Make sure to flex your foot and keep an open space in your chest. Maybe come up onto your fingertips or spider hands, or you can make a fist with both your hands if your wrists are getting sore. You're doing great. Take a big inhale. And on an exhale, just bow your nose towards your knee, relaxing your back and your shoulders, and letting go of any tension that you might be feeling. Just being aware of your body and how it's feeling. Go ahead and bend into the right knee and come back to low lunge. We'll tuck the left foot under and step the right foot back for plank. Plant your knees on the ground, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, send your hips back, downward facing dog. Notice if one side feels different than the other. And then go ahead and lift your left leg up towards the sky before bringing it through for low lunge on the other side. Squeeze your abs and we'll raise ourselves up, bringing our hands to our hips or up overhead. And maybe you interlock your fingers behind your head, opening up the chest even more, maybe gazing slightly towards the ceiling. And go ahead and bring your hands back down to the ground, letting our hips sink even deeper towards the floor, stretching from the top of our thigh all the way into our psoas. Soften your gaze and release any tension in your jaw or your forehead. Slowly pushing your hips over the right knee for half split on the other side. Feel free to keep a bend in the knee and think of opening your chest and your heart space towards the front of the room. Softening your gaze and maybe bowing your head forward. Sometimes the poses that we least want to do are the poses that we need the most. Inhale deep into your lower back and low belly. And exhale, come back to low lunge, tucking the back toes under and sending it back to downward facing dog. Notice how you're feeling now. You can drop the knees to the edges of the mat and sit on your heels and rest your forehead on the ground for wide-legged child's pose. Rise up to tabletop and come around to sit on the ground with your feet on the floor and your knees bent towards your chest. Go ahead and wrap your arms around your knees and maybe rock side to side or bow your head in towards your chest. Remember that your now is not your forever, and everything is ever changing, and you're doing great wherever you are in your life right now. Just be here. Bring your feet closer in and give yourself a big hug, maybe being so gentle to kiss your knees or your arms. And then we'll come to lie on our backs. Extend both your legs out flat, and then you can bring your right leg in towards your chest and then letting it fall open to the side. Use your left hand to guide your knee across your body over to the left side, and maybe let your gaze fall to the right for a deep, full body twist. Come back to center, hugging your knee into your chest one more time, and then extending it back out and switching legs. So bring your left knee in towards your chest and let it fall open to the side. Use your right hand to guide your knee across your body for a full body twist on the other side. Let your gaze fall to the left for a deeper stretch. Come back to center, hugging your knee in one more time, and then extending it out. Let your hands fall open down by your sides. Feel free to stay here in Shavasana, or you can bring the soles of your feet together, letting your knees drop open to the ground for reclined butterfly pose. If this is too much, you can put some pillows or blankets underneath of your thighs, or if you don't have any, that's okay. You can move your feet out farther for a less intense stretch. Use your inhales to fill your body with loving, warm, light energy. And on your exhale, let that energy rush through your body, removing and expelling any dark or stale negative energy out your fingertips and your toes. Inhale even more light energy and exhaling any heavy energy out your fingertips and your toes, letting go even more. Use your hands to close your knees if you are in reclined butterfly, and maybe hug your knees into your chest. And whenever you're ready, roll on to your right side in fetus pose. Using your arm to push yourself up, we'll come to a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Namaste.